want to be joined now by attorney Andrew Lieb. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. And certainly the latest developments is that former Vice President Mike Pence found classified documents at his home. What do we make of these latest developments, and are we maybe surprised by what's going on here?
Well, I'm dumbfounded to start off on how all these people are handling paper records. Like, why are we in 2023 having this paper everywhere? I work in a digital world. I don't know about you. We have Chat GPT going on, and for some reason we have these paper that they're carrying everywhere. And we heard in that last package about the skiff. Why isn't someone saying, give me that back? Give me that back. So it's just dumbfounding that they all have this paper. But to tell you, it's very different, the scenario of what's going on with Pence and Biden versus Trump as far as a legal perspective. Politically, it's all crazy talk.
And you mentioned the differences between them, and certainly what are the differences from a legal perspective that you're seeing with these three different individuals and three different classified documents?
Well, I'm going to give you two key words. They're in the statutes. There's these criminal statutes about having government records, and they use words like gross negligence or recklessness. And what that means is that you had a known appreciation and you just disregarded that of the danger and you just did it. And the main difference here is that the Pence team, the Biden team legally are saying, hey, we think we might have records. Please come take them. Come look everywhere. Whereas Trump's team said, we're not giving you the records. We're going to sign a affidavit. We don't have the records. You could subpoena us for the records. We're going to hide the records. So legally, there's a distinction, but functionally, the American people don't see any difference. All they say is these men, all these older men, just with paper everywhere, behind a Corvette, in a hotel room, in a desk. What are they doing with this? Politically, it's a disaster for all three of them, and I don't know what they're doing.
And it feels like, obviously, like you said disaster for all three of them. Does the fact that all three of them have classified documents, does that make it equal? Does it make it different? And you mentioned the differences there, but maybe that kind of, for the public, it levels it out for all three.
So certainly for the public, it's going to level it out. And I have to point out for Biden, he's a sitting president, so he can't be indicted right now or charged, as we all learned from when Trump was in office, based on policy from DOJ. So he's kind of immune from this. When it comes to Pence and Trump, it's an equalization, except for the fact that the intent that we talked about. For the public, all they hear is people got records. Why are top secret records? Why are secret records? Why are they holding them? Why are they paper? Why are they everywhere? Why can't they figure out where these records are? Politically, it was the best gift that Biden and Pence could ever give to resurrect Trump. He was down and out, and now we have a reinvigorated Trump, and he's going to be back at it. I don't know what they did.
Definitely. It's very, very interesting because these documents, they date back to the Obama era with then Vice President Joe Biden, also dating back to the Trump administration with Mike Pence. Does the time frame of these, just the fact that these are so maybe not new classified documents, does that change any dynamic of this?
Well, one of the interesting things is that the Obama administration is who passed the executive law that we're now dealing with, the executive order about classification of documents. And that became enacted in 2010. So we're interested that we're going back that far. But no, I don't think legally it's significant because, again, you have to show that intent. And the Biden team and the Pence team are showing, please search everywhere. Please, we're inviting you. We're not hiding anything. It shows sloppiness. It shows carelessness. I don't know that it shows an intent, a legal issue. But again, from the American public on my kitchen table, if I bring it up with people, my neighbors, and I say it, here's what they all say. They all got something. What's wrong with these people? Move on. I don't understand. So I think that's really where we're at today.
Definitely. It's very, very interesting because there's also been a special counsel for Trump. There's now been a special counsel for Biden. It does a similar tactical move by the DOJ go here? Do they pull another special counsel, or how does that work with Mike Pence?
I would think they probably will, because Garland's very interested about showing the difference between DOJ and the rest of the executive branch. DOJ is technically part of the executive branch, the president's branch. But Biden and Garland, when they came into power, said, hey, we're going to go back to traditional norms before Trump was in power, and we're going to separate it. And because there might be a flavor, a smell of impropriety, even the appearance of impropriety, because it is, after all, Biden's DOJ, Merrick Garland has always tried to take a step extra to try and protect the integrity of DOJ, so I would expect that to happen.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. Andrew Lieb, certainly attorney, discussing all of these classified documents. Are there any parting words, any final thoughts you want to leave with our audience here tonight?
Yeah, I think that they need to understand that even though things sound politically the same, legal technicalities make a difference, and it's not necessarily a witch hunt if you go after one and not the other, because there are legal elements to have to prove. I know it sounds like a headache, but if you read the statutes, there is a legal difference.
Definitely. That's going to be certainly a term one of the three people in this scenario use. So we appreciate you joining us here on Live Now from Fox, and great insight into what we're learning day by day with these classified documents. Thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. As we continue on here on Live Now from Fox, we're going to continue to dive into all of these stories. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break here on Live Now from Fox.